Raise your right hand. You swear or affirm the evidence you're about to present in the matter under hearing should be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
Your Honor, are you judging me? And no law is above God's law. So I cannot honor any of your laws. It supersedes every single law that you guys have given me. I am friends with the IRS.
If you enjoy content like this, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out a lot. Now let's get back to the video. Today we've got a very entertaining court hearing. The woman in the top left corner is being brought to court for failing to pay around $2,000 in court fees. Her entire defense is that she claims she isn't a citizen and believes God's law is above everyone else's, even though she's been accused of shoplifting and other wild behavior. The judge has a completely no-nonsense demeanor, which makes his reactions to her arguments absolutely hilarious. In the end, he gives her a fairly serious sentence, and honestly, it feels deserved given how unhinged she acts. Shout out to court nerds for the original video. Let's dive in, and I'll jump in with commentary along the way.
We're asking that Ms. Lott is incarcerated until the $2,755.40 is paid, Your Honor. And Your Honor, I am asking for attorney fees for today, Your Honor, and even me having to file this motion and continue to, I guess, seek attorney fees from Ms. Lott, Your Honor.
What are you asking for today?
Your Honor, for today, Your Honor, I'm asking for $1,500, Your Honor. And I can provide my affidavit to the court, Your Honor. We had to communicate with the court, Your Honor. I've been practicing law since 2008, Your Honor. I've been in good standing since that time. Your Honor, I charged my client a flat fee of the $1,500 just to try to see, just so we can file this motion for incarceration.
All right, Ms. Lott, raise your right hand. You swear or affirm the evidence you're about to present in the matter under hearing should be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
Your Honor, are you judging me?
You want to call it that, but I assume you want to testify on your own behalf.
Yes, I do. And if the attorney is not going to be sworn in, that is a conflict of interest. And I have filed motions. I filed a quo warranto because I have searched for law licenses and I have not found any. There's been no true judges since 1789. And the United States filed a Chapter 11 in 1933, which lost their sovereignty as a government. So I can't even be heard here. I have asked the court to provide me documentation stating that this is an Article 3 court. I have not gotten anything back from the judge with any type of documentation from the Attorney General, from the Secretary of State. You guys have not had permission to try me, and no law is above God's law. So I cannot honor any of your laws. It supersedes every single law that you guys have given me. I have tried to settle this in court. I have filed a fiduciary relationship, 56. I am friends with the IRS. I have attempted to settle with a $20 money order because there is no money with the court, and everything was sent back. So rejection of payment is payment, Your Honor. And my religion strongly prohibits any satanic laws or rituals, and I cannot serve two masters. So either I don't even know what to do here in this matter, because I have asked to be tried in an Article 3 court. This is not a court of equity. God's law trumps all laws made by man. God also says no man should be judged, or you will be judged. This is my religion. I have not broken any of God's laws. I have not committed any crimes. I have not harmed my offspring. I am the first lien holder on my child's estate. So there is nothing that I can do for Miss LaFleur, and I will not be paying it because my God told me not to. He gave me the instructions on what to do, and you guys refused it. You guys refused my quo warranto because it wasn't written in the way that you accept it, but I am not under your laws. I am friends with the IRS. I have sent out my documentation. I have my own contract with myself. I don't have a contract with you guys. I have not signed anything, and I am not a 14th Amendment corporate war citizen. I am a natural person. That is what I have to say.
You have any questions for Ms. Lott, Ms. St. Fleur?
Yes, Ms. Lott, were you present in court for the petition for a legitimation with Tariq Crump?
Ms. LaFleur, can you provide me your...
It's St. Fleur. It's St. Fleur. It's not LaFleur. If we're gonna quote all of these articles, make sure you get my name right. It's St. Fleur.
St. Fleur.
It's St. Fleur. Were you in court? I mean, I'm not sure if any of the articles could tell me, but were you in court?
Questions. I have no further answers for any of your questions. I said what I said. This law does not trump God's law. I'm under God's law, and that's it.
Well,
She honestly said a whole lot of nothing. I don't know how the judge managed to keep a straight face. Maybe it's because he's been around forever and has seen it all, or maybe this girl is just on a completely different planet. Either way, she's obviously delusional. What makes it funny is that she talks for so long without actually saying anything meaningful. I can kind of understand the sovereign citizen argument on a surface level. Like, sure, nobody loves being controlled by the government. I get that. But once you're actively breaking the law on purpose, shoplifting, racking up court fees, and then showing up to court because of crimes you actually committed, that argument completely falls apart. At that point, it's 100% valid for the court to jail her or force her to pay the fees one way or another. Her defense is useless because she did commit the crime. If she were being framed for something she didn't do, then maybe the sovereign argument would make a little more sense, but that's not what's happening here. You can see right through everything she's saying that I honestly can't tell if she's genuinely crazy or just pretending. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. A lot of people go into court acting unstable on purpose, but she really seems like she might actually be unwell. Just based on this short Zoom hearing, I feel like she should be evaluated or something, because her mindset is absolutely unbelievable. The fact that the judge hasn't reacted at all is hilarious to me, but honestly, this feels like a sign of the times. With social media, victim culture, and everything else, this is what you get. I'm not pro-government or anything like that, but at some point you have to take responsibility. If you commit a crime, own up to it. Do the time. This girl is completely out of her mind.
saying you had 10 days to pay this $2,755.40. Do you have any proof that any payment was made?
I have the proof here, and this was sent back to me. This is the money order that I sent to the court.
That's
Your
that
law-
$20 thing you said?
Yes, it is. That is the settlement that is written in your laws. I did send the thing. They rescinded back, and refusal of payment is payment. So I will handle it with the IRS from here.
Well, $20 doesn't equal $2,755.40.
Or any court fees cannot supersede to $20, and that is what I paid as a natural person. I don't know about any U.S. citizen. I'm not a U.S. citizen. I'm a natural person and a private American. I've not committed any crimes under God's law. I have not stolen. I have not bear false witnesses. I have not killed anyone. I have not dishonored my mother and my father, and I have not put any man before God, and I will not put any of you guys before God either.
Fine. All right, Ms. Lott, I'm going to find you in contempt of court for failure to pay the $2,755.40, order you incarcerated, that is jailed, until you've paid the money.
I will be taking it up with the IRS, and I will be filing liens because you guys do not have liens over myself, my estate, or my child. So
You'll take it up with the sheriff first.
I will not, because the sheriff does not have any jurisdiction.
Turn yourself in, or the sheriff will come out and arrest you.
Jurisdiction over me, and the sheriff does not have any jurisdiction over
That's
me.
fine. Once you're released, I'll give you 90 days to pay an additional $1,500 for attorney's fees incurred by the plaintiff for today's proceeding. And I'll ask Ms. St. Fleur to submit the order.
Will do, Your Honor.
And include in that, the sheriff will notify the court when Ms. Lott has been arrested.
Can you guys provide me with evidence that you are Article 3 court and not a military court?
And we'll send you a copy of the order.
I seriously don't understand what her game plan was here. Did she really think she could walk into court, act crazy, and the judge would just let her slide? This is exactly the kind of stuff you'd expect a genuinely unstable person to say. She's clearly not in her right mind, and honestly, I think the sentence was well deserved. She ended up getting 6 months for refusing to pay the $2,000 in court fees tied to her shoplifting case, and that's completely on her. This girl is a textbook example of a victim mentality, just completely delusional. And honestly, it feels way too common these days. Let me know what you guys think, but I see a lot of people latch onto this everything is happening to me mindset and just ride it forever instead of taking responsibility. That being said, I've got to give major props to this judge. He handled this like an absolute pro. He treated it like just another day at the office, barely reacting at all. I think he spoke maybe 2 or 3 times before laying down the sentence. Total no-nonsense energy. I honestly wish more people handled situations like this. Less emotion, more facts. She could have had legal representation. She could have tried to be reasonable. Instead, she chose to act crazy, and it completely backfired. The judge saw right through her nonsense and dropped the hammer. I don't understand why anyone would rather go to jail than simply take accountability. If she had used a little common sense and approached this rationally, she probably could have walked away with a bigger fine instead of a jail sentence. There was absolutely no reason to go to jail over $2,000, but her smugness and arrogance sealed her fate. Personally, I think prison can humble people, but in her case, I'm not sure it'll change much. She seems convinced she's above everyone else, that she's untouchable, almost like some self-appointed god figure, and that mindset is hard to break. To end on a positive note, here's the takeaway. If you stay out of trouble, you won't need to pretend to be crazy in court. People like this refuse to admit when they mess up, so they hide behind a fake victim complex. I'm just going to say it. Most of the time, that's complete nonsense. You have control over your life. Don't commit crimes. That's going to wrap up my breakdown. If you enjoyed the video, I'd really appreciate a like and a subscribe. It helps a ton. Let me know your thoughts in the comments and what you want to see next. Thanks for watching, and as always, take care.